Hey guys, I'm here to do your June 1st through the 15th, 2018 readings. We're going to get some advice from your spirit guides on the 2-week time frame. We are going to get some advice on work, on love, and we're also going to see what your spirit animal will be for those 2 weeks. Some things to keep in mind with astrology for the month of June is that we start out the month with a grand water trine. And this is going to be between Venus, Neptune, and Jupiter. And with that, we are urged to embrace the emotions that we're feeling and be patient with ourselves. It's okay if you notice that things that typically don't bother you are affecting you. There's a reason for that. A lot of times something from the past that you thought was dead and gone, those emotions, something is stirred, and you're forced to work through those emotions all over again. We also have a full moon in Gemini on the 13th, and that is going to bring about a sense of optimism. There's going to be some new plans, some new ideas. You're going to be a social butterfly. It's really an energy to embrace, because if you have that deep passion from the water trine and you have that emotion, you can put that into the optimism and the new plans, the new ideas that you have, and create some really beautiful things. Then moving forward in the month, we get a little bit of boost in our love lives thanks to Venus moving into Leo, and it's going to help have those conversations that really touch our souls, that are at such a deeper level than we're used to, and something that we've really been hoping for a while. There's a strong connection that is discovered that once you're able to let out your true emotions and you're able to express them, there's a truth that is revealed, and it can just bring a sense of relief and security and comfort. Moving forward, we have Mars going retrograde on the 26th. This is where we need to tap the brakes and maybe not jump into a new adventure, a new business, a new relationship. During this time, those can start really strong and then fizzle out just as quickly. And there is also an urge to have patience when it comes to communication as well. During this time, you don't want to be the first to pull the trigger on that confrontational discussion that you've been wanting to have. If something has been building up inside of you, now is not the time during Mars retrograde to let that out. The first to fire is going to be the first to fall. And we finish out the month with a full moon in Capricorn. So overall, going to be a fantastic month. There's so many opportunities to really embrace this transformation that we've all been going through and start to see the light, start to see the results come into fruition for all of the hard work, all of the what the fucks that we have been enduring over the past 6 months or so. This is going to be another month where when we leave the month, when we end the month, we can say, all right, this is good. We can see the light. We can see where we're headed. And it looks a whole hell of a lot better than where we've been stuck for the past however long. I really hope that you guys enjoy the readings, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Thank you. Hey Leo. 18 reading? I believe so. You guys have some pretty darn good cards here. The affirmations deck, and it's kind of a cute little sarcastic yet packs a punch deck that I really like. And it's going to offer some advice for the overall theme of your 2 weeks. You guys got Don't Take It Personally and Inspiration. Don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like, maybe they just pooped their pants. Yep, that's probably it. Inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now, it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon, it will be a flawless speech, voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Leo. You guys are the ones who put forth such a conscious effort to really help others and be that friend. And while in the tarot deck you are courage and strength and symbolized by this, majestic beast of an animal. Sometimes it's okay to feel a little bit of relief when you yourself hear, don't take it personally. Everybody's walking in their own parade, and we aren't real sure who has a rock in their shoe and who doesn't. Sometimes they just need to vent. Sometimes they are speaking out of jealousy. And when you have this voice of inspiration and you are listening to it, that is a skill that requires a lot of practice and a lot of faith and a lot of trust. And when you get real good at it, there's going to be judgment from others. And I think these two cards just remind you to hold your head high. Have faith in yourself. You know what the hell you're doing. And if not, you'll figure it out. The advice from your spirit guides is going to come from my favorite deck, the Native Spirit deck. And that is Warrior of the Heart, and Trickster. With Warrior of the Heart, the card says to throw your shoulders back, step forward, take a risk. Live life from the heart, not from your mind. Don't allow yourself to be limited by your own belief system or the limitations that others have imposed upon you. And the Trickster is, don't take things at face value. Those preconceived notions most of the time will get us in trouble. Normally when you assume something, you end up looking like the first 3 letters of that word, like an ass. Something I notice with these cards as well is that there's a single animal in each one. The surroundings or the environment is cold, and if you stay too long in one place, you're bound to get frostbite on your feet. It's kind of like, rather than the pain, I'm going to keep moving forward. Keep your chin up, your eyes forward, your shoulders back, and keep going forward. That's what I see in those 2 cards. Next is going to be your guys' work and career. Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Something that really stands out to me with these cards is, if you notice, this guy over here, he's clutching his bag there, his coin, and the same for this guy, holding it real close to his heart. And it would be hard to say that this guy is surrounded by friends, as they don't really have their arms around each other. They're not cheersing or toasting one another. He looks pretty arrogant. And this guy, he's like that old guy who has a shit ton of money and that's all he's got. And it's pretty hard to snuggle up next to a wad of money at night with an empty heart. Keep in mind that if you exert all of your energy and your effort into getting to that top of that mountain, you're gonna need to find some energy in order to get back down. So pace yourself. Take time to look around. Who is your tribe? Who do you have surrounding you? Is it a good support system? Do they really want the best for you? Are they going to use their wands to help light your path when things get dark? Or are they going to use those wands as a sense of fear and caution as to what's ahead? In your guys' love and relationship portion, we have opportunity and we have balance. And these cards talk about how the wondrous possibilities and opportunities are there. They await. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. Alright guys, so my previous reading, the end of it cut off, so we're gonna finish these last two cards up here. Balance. Difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable, from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. Contrast. Always about contrast. If there were no hurdles in the journeys to our biggest success stories, would they be our biggest success stories, or would they be just another mundane, everyday goal that we had set? if there weren't times where it felt like you were in the dark, you weren't sure what to do, and you went outside and the sky was completely lit up and you couldn't see the stars. Stargazing won't be that much fun. Sometimes in relationships, the hiccups, the differences between two people, the difference of opinions, the difference in personalities, the just overall approach to the relationship. Sure, those can be troublesome, and sure, they can cause us some anxiety, but the sense of accomplishment that you get when you're able to work as a team and overcome those things makes it all the better. And that also, with these two cards, I think maybe once we can find balance within ourselves, there's an opportunity just around the corner. We just have to make sure that we are sound so that we don't attract something that isn't quite in harmony with themselves, or who isn't quite in harmony with themselves. You are what you attract. So appreciate the contrast and open yourself up for opportunities. Your guys' spirit animal from the Animal Whispers Empowerment cards is the Manta Ray. The Manta Ray, I think, looks a little bit different in this card. However, the message is still the same, and it really just talks about, what are you swimming in? Are you swimming in others' negativity? Or are you in control of your environment and the energy that's within it, and can just go with the current? You need to take care of yourself. Are you sleeping enough? Are you eating enough? Are you eating too much? Are you eating like shit? Those things really do matter. They clog up our system just like bad energy around us. Your body is, it's like the car that you're gonna drive to go on your road trip. If you have 3 flat tires and an oil leak, it's gonna be a short trip with a lot of hurdles and a lot of stagnation. So do the repairs, keep up on your maintenance, and really just enjoy the month. There's so much stopping to check within ourselves. Is this in my mind, or is this reality? Is this a balanced thought? Is this an imbalanced thought? Am I standing in one place too long? Am I going to get frostbite? Or do I want to stay in this pain because I'm comfortable here? Or should I keep moving forward? And when you keep moving forward, make a sound, conscious effort to be in control of your energy that surrounds you. What are you swimming in? I don't know if you guys can see this, but on this card, in the bubbles, see if we can see it, there's a smiley face. So like even in the little unexpected places, right up here, there's a smiley face. So take the time to notice the little smiley faces in the bubbles. And I will see you guys again in a couple of weeks. Have a good one.